What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? So the notifications did not go out, but it's all good. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Yana. Hey, C Golden. What's going on? All my members. Look at that. Member number 1, member number 2, member number 3. Hey. Yeah, y'all know sometimes I feel like it's the weekends where the notifications just don't go out. I don't know, but we're going to make it do what it do. We got a few things to talk about. I wasn't here. Yesterday we didn't get a chance to go. Hey Ella, mwah, hey boo. We didn't get a chance to go live yesterday. So I am here. We're gonna talk a little bit of talk. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Wait a minute. I was trying to do one more thing. Look, I had to remember what I was trying to do. I don't remember what I was trying to do. Anyway, but we are here. We are here. I hope everyone is well. You got the notification? Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird, y'all. It is so weird because I can always tell when the notifications go out because I can tell by how fast people come in the room. But again, it's all good. Listen, I was doing lives when there wasn't nobody here but me and probably one other person. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I know y'all will find me, and it's going to be okay. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Alika. How you guys doing? So let's go ahead and get started. So there was, listen. Florida couple planned a whole wedding at a mansion that they thought was vacant until the cops showed up. Y'all, we got to do better. You can't just be commandeering, hey, China White, hey, Auntie Didi, China, your package should be on its way, boo. It should be on its way. Listen, y'all can't just be commandeering people's houses just because y'all think they empty. You can't just decide that you gonna take over somebody's house to have your wedding just because it looked like ain't nobody living there. You can't do that. You just can't do that. I'm gonna read y'all the story. So let me read it to y'all.
Okay.
And you know it was Florida. Okay. You know it was Florida. What they arguing about in the chat? I couldn't get caught up before I went live, chat.
I don't know. I wasn't in the chat before. I was trying to get my.
It might not be arguing, but sometimes we go from nobody saying nothing and then it'd be like a 20-hour conversation. Anyway, you're really not going to let. Okay, it says I'm just reading y'all the whole article. This is from the Shade Room. Wow, Florida, you're really not going to let any other state outdo you. A Florida couple had their whole dream wedding planned out at this stunning 16,000 square foot mansion and estate. The property featured a swimming pool with a waterfall, a hot tub, a bowling alley, tennis courts, a gazebo, and an 800-foot bar. 800-foot bar. The only issue with the property was that they didn't own it and didn't have permission to use it.
I never took a straight path nowhere.
I have people trespassing on my property. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I skipped the paragraph. Courtney Wilson and Sharita Jones really sent out elaborate invites to all their friends and family to join them for a lavish weekend ceremony and a Sunday brunch. Listen, they was going to have overnight.
And brunch the next day?
They was going to have it overnight. And Sunday brunch at the $5 million mansion. It wasn't until Wilson and others showed up Saturday morning to set up that they realized the owner, Nathan Finkel, lived there.
So they just thought the house, nobody lived there? They just thought they was just going to take over somebody's house? Now, how you going to take over the house if nobody lives there, then there's no water and electricity? How that work?
Well, here's my question. Nathan, are you not taking care of your home? I mean, did it look like it was in disarray? Like, what made them think it was empty? Do you not have a car? Do you never leave your house? And I'm not blaming Nathan at all. It's his house. He can do whatever he wants with it. But I'm just saying, what gave them, like, do you never turn your lights on at night? Like, what the hell? Anyway, I have people trespassing on my property, Finkel told the 911 dispatcher. And they keep harassing me, calling me. They say they're having a wedding here, and it's God's message.
The Lord ain't saying, listen.
They try to blame it on God. Why do people always want to blame foolishness on God? Y'all, they didn't just say we're gonna go in here, we're gonna have a quick 45-minute wedding, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get out, and we're gonna have a reception down to the sizzler. They said we're gonna have a whole wedding and we're gonna have y'all to come back for brunch the next day.
So you was coming back to this house. Listen,
Brunch was Sunday, Andy.
That man went on like a month vacation. You know how rich people do; they go on vacation for like months at a time. That fool went on a month, and they thought, okay, so nobody actually lives here because there wasn't no movement or nothing because that fool was on vacation.
Listen, China White said it means they had a whole itinerary,
a whole ass itinerary,
whole itinerary. Hey, little baby, I mean, y'all,
niggas,
come on, y'all. They better be lucky that Nathan was not coming out with guns ablazing because Florida is a state of ground, and you can, listen, gun laws in Florida. I mean, they better be lucky that Nathan wasn't that kind of person.
Why didn't they just go up to the door? Your home is absolutely gorgeous. Is it open for rental for special occasions?
I noticed that you're not here a lot.
Right. Right.
See, Golden said, did they have some kind of intel? Well, they clearly had wrong intel if the staff told them that they could have a wedding and the man was home. So whatever intel they had.
I hate you.
Hey, my queen. Whatever intel they had.
It was wrong.
It was faulty. I said, what? Oh, my God. I don't understand these people. Y'all, they had a whole, y'all.
So the Lord was their wedding planner?
Not the Lord was your wedding planner.
The Lord didn't confirm that. The Lord did not confirm that.
Oh my gosh.
You're not finna lie on my God. Not today.
Listen, y'all, we got to do better. There's nothing acceptable about that at all. There is nothing acceptable about that, y'all. Anyway, child. Anyway, okay, moving on. That was just a little something. Listen, Kandi said no. Okay, now listen. I agree with my bro, my baby bro, giving you the real tea. He said, listen. Real Housewives of Atlanta has given us more drama and storylines in the last week than they did the whole damn season. And I'm not understanding why we had to wait until now to get some interesting information. But allegedly, I told y'all this the other day, allegedly there is some whole lot of shaking up going on down to the Atlanta. And Kandi said, well, if they decide to bring back Phaedra, that might be my exit. Here's the thing. And I've heard people say, well, Kandi, if she could forgive Portia, why can't she forgive Phaedra? And this, and this, and this, and that. But you know what? Somebody brought up a good point. I was reading comments on a post. I don't know if it was in Terrence's chat or if it was on a thread I was reading on Instagram. Somebody brought up a good point. This may not be about Kandi necessarily forgiving Phaedra. With all of this stuff that's going on with T.I. and Tiny and people already trying to link her to it, she just maybe just don't want to, don't want no parts of it. Just no parts of it. And my thing is this, listen, I can forgive you and still not let you in my space. If Kandi is not over whatever happened between her and Phaedra, Kandi don't need that paycheck. To quote Monique, Kandi don't need that little paycheck. So I just feel like if Kandi says, listen, I no longer, let's not forget that Kandi went damn near 2 seasons without barely speaking to Phaedra, Portia, and filming only when she had to film. Like, this ain't like new. Xavier, why do you have to be so mean? Damn. Xavier is just mean. Anyway.
Not make sure people can get a table at old lady gang. You're not wrong there.
I mean, you're not wrong about that. You're not.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. I'm okay if Kandi leaves.
Well, but here's the thing.
Take her and Riley's nose with you.
Here's the thing, Xavier. We all, because Xavier said we all work with people we don't like. Yeah, because we don't have a choice. If I didn't have to work with people I didn't like, I wouldn't.
And
Kandi doesn't have to.
But I feel like she said that, well, if she's coming, then I'm going home. Like people was to beg her to say, well, thank you for your services. Goodbye.
And they may very well choose to do that because, I mean, like I said, they're already looking to shake things up. But I do think that they're banking on it being an issue that they're banking on ratings, that the two of them will have some sort of kumbaya and make up, or it'll be a whole season of shade. Like I feel like that's what they wanted to happen. But this is how I feel about it. I don't think if Kandi chooses to leave, that might be her determining factor, but I don't think that would be her only reason. Because Kandi just don't seem like the kind of person that would have let one person, if that's what she really wants to do. That just don't seem like her personality. Now, I do feel like if she was already on the fence, that might be enough to tip her over. But I don't feel like that would be her only reason for leaving. I don't feel it. Now, I don't know Kandi from a hole in the wall, but I don't feel like it.
I feel like I don't care. Honestly, if you leave, great. If you stay, great. Wonderful. Move. I've always liked Phaedra more than you anyway, so y'all can't ask me.
Oh, you like Phaedra? No, I mean, it's okay to like Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
From the very little. The only reason why I like her is she told, what's her name? Kenya, that she got a spoon donor, and all she gonna know is her baby daddy needed $10 for a medium pizza.
Now Phaedra does come up with some classic. Now she does give you some good reads.
That's the only reason why
I ain't gonna listen. Now listen, Phaedra will give you some good reads. Now I ain't gonna lie about that one.
I saw that the other day on TikTok, and the silence that fell on everyone afterwards was iconic. Do you hear me?
Phaedra says stuff because she just be like,
she said, while you running around with my children's father's door, what you need to work on is stop running around here to these sperm banks every weekend trying to get a child's father, trying to find out about my baby daddy. Your baby daddy, all you gonna know is he needed $10 for a medium pizza, so he ejaculated into a cup. Now check that. I said, oh God. I said, oh God. I felt the stab wound. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen, I ain't never mad at anybody for reading Kenya because I feel like whatever Kenya gets, she had it coming.
She had it coming. I would like to say shout out to my cooking skills because these salmon croquettes are Jesus. I'll put it together real good.
Okay. And those fries sound all crunchy and stuff.
They're potato chips, and that's why they sound crunchy.
Oh damn! I was giving you too much, I guess.
Because I don't have any potatoes in the house. Otherwise, I would have had fries.
Anyway, well, I just threw that out there because, like I said, that was out there. And again, I don't think Kandi would be leaving just because of
I want Kandi to get to I want her to get on the season and they be throwing shade back and forth, and then they get to the reunion and Kandi try to throw a little read at Phaedra, and Phaedra read her down to her undergarments, baby. I would pay good money for that. Oh Lord. Xavier is not bringing me back.
Talking about I'm with Jonathan. Lord, with Jonathan, he about to fall out the bushes now.
Hold on, let me see.
He seemed to stumble out of the bushes, honey. Oh, would you say where he is? I know wifey know. What happened? What'd you say about Jonathan?
Well, what I do know is that he did get reappointed to his church. So yay for that. Let me text him.
Oh, good. That means he'll be, an hour away a little bit longer. Maybe y'all can, go on a date or something. I'm just saying. All right. Well, let's move into this.
Right.
So Caitlyn Jenner.
No. I'm gonna go get something to drink. You do this because
Caitlyn Jenner has filed all the proper paperwork to run for the next governor of California. Any California people in the house? I'm just saying. Any California people in the house? This is what I'm going to say about that. This is what I'm going to say about that. Please don't be fooled by the fact that Caitlyn Jenner is part of the LGBTQIA community. Please do not feel like that automatically makes her some sort of liberal or some sort of ally. She is very much a Republican. She was a Trump supporter. Let's remember, she was a Trump supporter. Word on the curb is that the Kardashians will not be supporting her because of her political views and how different they are from their political views. So I'm like, damn. If your own family ain't supporting you, that's got to be, listen, that's got to, I mean, I know those aren't his blood children, but damn, he was their daddy she was their daddy for, how long were they married? For about 10, 15 years, something like that? Well, no, they do have 2 biological children. My fault. I'll be forgetting about Cali and, the 2 girls. Hey, Mr. Pisces. Yeah. So all I'm going to say to them California people, don't be thinking, oh, well, she's LGBT. Nope. That don't matter. That don't matter. It don't mean nothing. So I ain't got no dog in that fight because I don't live in California. I don't vote. I certainly don't vote in California, but I'm just saying, don't be fooled. But you know, a lot of gay people don't believe in gay marriage. Interestingly enough, I have a cousin who's gay, and she's been with her partner for hell. They probably been together about 15 years now. She has no desire to get married. Now, she's not going to actively fight anybody's right to get married, but she could care less about gay marriage. It's not something that she cares about. And she has no desire to marry her partner. She's fine with the way things are. And it surprised me when she said it. But, I think, it's one of those things where if you don't want to, get married, fine. But she's not trying to stop other people, you know what I'm saying, from getting married. So, Yeah, a lot of the LGBTQIA, they don't see it for Caitlyn either, child. Xavier said, I don't believe in straight marriage. Because from the divorce rates, they clearly aren't good at it. You know what?
I believe in it. And I'm going to have me one. So there's that.
I mean, I believe in it, but I don't know if I'm ever getting married. But I believe in it. I do believe in it. Absolutely. At this point, child, Lord, I don't even know. I'm gonna give me a puppy.
No, ma'am.
It's gonna be me and Nathan, because that's what I'm gonna name my puppy, Nathan. Oh, she on the phone. Because I was like, who is she talking to? Who is she talking to? Anyway. So, yeah, honey, that's what that was. It definitely is. And I think that's what the problem is. Again, I think that's what the problem is. I think we're at a point in society where people don't want to work at it anymore. The first sign of trouble, the first mistake, the first hump in the road, people wanna bail. There you go, Diva Law, just you and the puppy. But I think that's part of the problem. I think people just are not willing to work hard and stick through it anymore. It's not easy. It's not going to all be rainbows and roses. It's not going to all be good days. There's going to be some bad days. Hell, there's going to be some bad months. But I just think we have a problem in this society with people just not wanting to work things out and stay in it. And I think that's part of why the divorce rate, I should say, is so high. I also think part of the reason why the divorce rate is so high is because I think we have to define marriage for what works for us. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying when I did my review for Married at First Sight last week. There's a couple on there. He has a very traditional view of marriage. She has a very open view on marriage. Neither one of them are wrong. They're just married to the wrong person. Because if he's looking for a more traditional wife, she exists, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being the kind of wife that wants to take care of the husband and stay home and that kind. It's nothing wrong with that. But if she has a different view of marriage and she wants to be a little more, hanging out, partying, she wasn't even talking about like open marriage, like sexually. She was just saying, hey, I don't want to feel like I got to be home with my husband every weekend. I want to go out with my friends. I want to party. And if I drink a little too much and, I don't want to feel like I got to go home, I should be able to stay where I am and my husband be okay with it. Here's the thing. Neither one of them are wrong in what they want. They just married to the wrong person.
She doesn't want to be married.
Well, here's the problem. No, she doesn't want to be married based on your vision of what marriage is.
No, you don't want to be married.
No, I'm just saying, like she wants some people would say that about swingers. Well, why do you want to be married if you want to have sex with other people? But again, that's their vision of marriage. Now, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, but in their case, they just married to the wrong people. So he don't know what he's talking about. Who is the he? See, Monique and her husband have an open marriage. Well, listen, they might as well because he sure wasn't gonna stay. Listen, anyway. But Funky Dineva stays saying relationships don't take work, and if it do it, he ain't for it. Well, that's why he ain't in a relationship.
Because relationships do take work.
They absolutely. My thing is this: why do people always want to act like one thing is different from the other? Friendships take work.
They do.
So if a friendship takes work, then why in the world would a marriage not take work? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous to even think like that. Now, it might be my experience, but I feel like most heterosexual romances are based on wanting something they can't attain with that certain person. Huh?
No.
I don't understand. I'm not being.
That doesn't make sense.
Most heterosexual romances are based on wanting something that they can't attain with that certain person.
What do they want that they can't attain? That doesn't. I don't understand what you're trying to say. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, Xavier. I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. I don't understand what that sentence means at all. I don't know what it is that I'm looking for that I can't obtain. What am I looking for that I can't obtain? Abby, what they talking about?
A lot.
Oh Lord. Oh well. Anyway. Well, I'll let Xavier explain himself because I don't understand what that means. But all I'm saying is that I don't even know how we got all the way off on this. We're talking about Caitlyn Jenner not supporting gay marriage. Are you speaking of people's fantasies of what marriage should be? Maybe that's what he's talking about. Now, I used to tell my friends this all the time. Like, listen, it ain't the Harlequin romance, okay? You got to get away from that Harlequin romance mindset. That doesn't mean that there can't be moments of Harlequin romance. That doesn't mean that there can't be, but that just means that that's just not every day. That's just not the everyday. Like, it just ain't. No matter how great the guy is, how perfect the relationship is, there's no such thing as perfect. That's all I'm saying. So that's how I feel about What was I? Oh, all right. Well, that was all. It really wasn't nothing going on. As far as topics, y'all, I was scrolling looking for stuff. Wasn't really a whole lot that was interesting me. I tried to watch some of this. The memorial for DMX. Listen, first of all, they kept changing the time and making it later and later and later. And last I checked, they were still just like riding around his casket and taking pictures. Now, I thought it was really nice that they had the Rough Riders and he rode through the city and they had him on that big hydraulic truck and he was able to ride through the city. Like, I thought that was absolutely beautiful. It was a great send-off so far. But again, they were supposed to start this afternoon, then they changed the time to 5:30. And when I checked at 6:30, they literally were still outside. Just outside. Anyway. Example, I feel like men want women who they can cheat on, but choose women who won't. Or women chasing men wanting them to be faithful, but always go after cheaters. That's my experience, though. But why is that? First of all, why is that a heterosexual thing? Second of all, I don't think that most people consciously choose cheaters. I don't think that's a conscious decision. I think that you date somebody and they cheat on you and you make a decision about whether you're going to stay in that relationship or not. Love is love. Sometimes love is love and people want to work through it. People don't want to throw the whole relationship away because a mistake was made. That doesn't mean that they wanted it. That just means that they found one.
Right. I issue a warning at the beginning of every relationship. Listen, I'm crazy and I don't do infidelity. So if you feel like that's the way this is going to go, then please get away from me because I don't want my orange jumpsuit and orange slides.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and everybody has their non-negotiables in relationships. I don't think that people, because you said men want women who they can cheat on. I don't think that's not what they're going into look for. What the hell? Again, I don't think that most men go into a marriage. Now, there are some that do. But I don't think that most men walk into a marriage saying, I'm going to just cheat on this woman. I think they really mean to be good people. But, listen. I'm not making excuses for infidelity. I'm just saying I don't think people consciously say, I'm going to just go sleep with everybody. Now, there are some people that do. Let's be clear. Some people get married when they're not ready to get married. But that's not indicative of all heterosexuals. That's indicative of that one person who, instead of saying, listen, I'm not ready to get married, decided to get married. That's just not how. But again, I don't think that's a heterosexual thing. I know just as many gay couples who have the same issues. I don't think that is limited to us.
Really not.
Like the music from the 90s. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Right. Some men do want their cake and eat it too. But again, I don't think that's indicative of heterosexual. I think that's just people. I think the biggest problem is people not being honest with themselves. And if you can't be honest with yourself, then you bring
not ready.
Right. And that's the reality. So men get married when they're really not ready to get married because they do love the person that they're with and they're scared they're going to lose that person, but they're really not ready to get married. And both of those can exist at the same time. I can love you and want to be with you the rest of my life, but not be ready to be married to you. Some men who cheat are cheating because they want to get caught. What? Well, yeah, listen. Again, they're all different levels. But again, I don't disagree necessarily with some of what you're saying, Xavier. You made it seem like that's a heterosexual issue. And I just feel like that's a people issue. I don't think it matters who you're dating. I just think that's a behavior issue and a people issue. I mean, for as long as I've known Abby, she's been very clear about her issues with infidelity. She's been very clear. I don't think there's any man that would date her that doesn't understand how she feels about infidelity. That doesn't mean that, God forbid, but that doesn't mean that she might not date somebody who decides to do it. Now, we're going to pray for him, but she's been very clear about that. And, I'm sure that there will be a man knowing this, that she crazy as hell, not mean to do it. That's just a flaw as a human being. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've heard that some like the thrill of getting caught. It's like a rush. Yeah, there's some people. I mean, it's just like some people who steal. They get it's an adrenaline rush of stealing. But I don't think it's of getting caught though. I think it's of not getting caught. It's like I'm gonna see I can get away with this. That's what I always thought it was about. It was about seeing what you could get away with and how far you could push the envelope. Just like people who cheat right under, their spouse's noses. It's very, it's distasteful, but they do it, trying to, see what they can get away with. You know what I mean? Am I crazy? See, Golden said that's some deep fried BS. I know that's right. Lord, she on the phone.
I was laughing at you and C Golden.
Oh,
thank you very much. I was laughing at you and C Golden, just deep fried BS.
Listen, deep fried BS, honey. Deep fried BS.
Like I love you and I want you to be alive. But hi, baby.
Hey, Jonathan, congratulations. Oh, was that well you shared it. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Only because he put it on the Book of Faces. So
we're not Facebook friends. Hopefully, I can actually come and see you in church.
I'm not fooling with you.
I have to make sure that I won't be inappropriate when I come see you preach once the church is open back up. I won't be in the back talking about so that's my nigga. And that won't be appropriate.
Wow. Note to self, don't sit next to real bitch.
That might not be the most appropriate. Well, and that's true, Xavier. But that again, that's a character flaw. Period. That's not about sexuality. You could just be a bad person that wants to embarrass people and humiliate people and just doesn't give a damn about people's feelings. Again, that is not limited to personality. Limited to sexuality. Hey, what's up, nephew?
Hi, nephew.
I am not truly yay or nay on marriage, but marital issues don't begin or end with infidelity. Exactly.
They can end with fidelity.
Absolutely. Well, they can end with infidelity, but I'm just saying, for you they would, but for some people they may not. Your 3-0 needs to be at the. Ooh, what's the nickname?
What's your nickname?
Yes, I want to know.
That's the question. That's the real question. What's the nickname? If you don't want everybody to know, just text me.
Yeah, then she could tell me.
Wow.
All right. So listen, hold on, y'all. I'll be entertaining people for like 2 seconds. Well, about a minute. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. Well, we entertaining the people. So we're gonna turn the church into the club. Talk about that's my nigga. What up, my nigga? She wouldn't do that. I know. She has more decorum than that. More decorum than that. Listen, marriage. I was raised and taught by the elder that marriage is a cycle. Love is a cycle. You're not always going to be in love with your spouse, but when you're no longer in love with them, you suppose that's when your commitment to that person and the relationship and the covenant that you made with the Lord is supposed to kick in until the love comes back around. The house is lovely. Today I did some laundry. I made some salmon croquettes. It's so good. It's so good. It's money, not infidelity. Listen, we could work out the money issues, but if you can't keep your peenie in your pants, that's a problem for me. That's my line in the sand. I can't speak to other people's line in the sand, but Ebony's line you sent it to me. Okay, well, Wow. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation about why that's what it is. The new Tanny is beautiful and wonderful. He came to church and spent a whole service on my chest. The grandbaby. Nigga.
I was like, what happened here?
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Man. Our group chat is got so many messages. Lord, they just keep adding them. Okay. I'm gonna get caught up though. They're not gonna get.
Listen, I can't. I'll have to go back later.
Spinach. Listen, I have enough croquettes that I'm gonna chop some up and put it in a salad tomorrow. Well, we having a cousin's lunch tomorrow after church, so maybe for lunch Monday.
All right. It's me, D. If you are here, I sent you the link because we're getting ready to move into some TV talk, and we're gonna start with RuPaul.
The RuPaul.
We're gonna talk a little RuPaul Drag Race. We're gonna talk a little Ready to Love. We're gonna talk a little Chase in LA. So I have sent the link out to some people who, if they choose to come through, we are here. And we're gonna make it do what it do. Now, last night we watched the what's that thing called? The finale to the Rue of the Paul.
We talking about it now, nephew?
No, we're about to do it right now. You got the link? No, I emailed it to you. Check your email. And we had a good time over at It's Me D's place. Now, he was live streaming it, and his chat got up to over 300 at one point. Now, some of them people I think might have been looking for something else, but they stayed. Because sometimes I think people think that you're streaming the actual show.
Because people do that.
Right, yeah, because people do. I watched the verses. A lot of times I watch the verses on people streaming it on YouTube so I can go back if I miss something or if I'm late or whatever, or if I have to walk away. So, I do it all the time. Now, with that being said, we still had a good chat. We were asking who was Team Simone, Team this, Team that. Oh my God.
Almost 7,000 views. Come on.
Nephew, up to 6,000 views. You better do it. And so we had a good time. We had an absolutely good time. So I'm going to give him a second if he wants to come on. And we're going to talk about that finale last night, which I put my review out earlier today.
I haven't seen your review. I saw Mother's review.
I didn't look at Mother's review because I hadn't done mine yet. And then when I put mine out, I just been kind of busy. But I see he got his out now. Normally, all season long, he been late with his reviews, but he got that finale out quick, honey. I said he must have watched it last night because he got
First
that
of
finale
all,
quick.
Wait,
What? I'm mad that he... Well, thank you.
But we can only see you for okay.
But he might, women, D good for standing up and walking off camera. He good for doing something. So thank you.
That's the only reason why I felt comfortable enough to come on this live is because you can only see me from here up. Because clothes, I don't know her. I'm in my own house.
Yeah, but you in your own house, child. Listen. So, what Mother say? I probably
when mother said to Kandi Muse's best outfit, and I said, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Here's the thing. I said the same thing. I was like, for Kandi,
the black and white one.
Still,
I thought she did well with that one. The other one too, especially that last Party City gown she had on with that shiny blue.
I thought the Party City gown was her best look.
Oh, absolutely not. Not with that cheap shiny fabric she attached. Now, if she didn't have that cheap bright blue shiny fabric, then the dress would have been something else. But that fabric cheapened it. It looked crazy.
Well, that's part of the problem with every outfit. We have to add the caveat to it.
But I thought the black and white one was clean. I thought it was a good look on her. Oh, we already talked about her.
We already talked about her, and we knew you was gonna come tumbling out the minute Real Housewives of Atlanta came up. We knew you was gonna come tumbling out of the bushes, honey. Xavier said he's with you. He said bring back Nene. He's with you. Listen.
Yes, somebody did come and advocate on your behalf for Nene. So.
Right, you have an ally in the room. This is what I'm going to say. As I was doing my review, and I'll go back to the beginning in a second, and we can start from the beginning. But as I was doing my review, and I was talking about Chi Divine. Yeah. What I realized is in talking about Chi and her run on Drag Race and also on All Stars, it brought me back to why this whole situation this season irritated me so much, because that was the thing with Chi. On Chi-Chi's first season, she had the talent, she had the personality, but her looks, her runways are really what ended up doing her in overall. She couldn't get over that hump of, they kept saying her taste level, let me rewind, not her taste level, but the level of her gowns or her runways compared to everybody else. And I felt like that's what Kandi was this season, but she kept getting passes. You ready? All right. You see what I'm saying? And I know you understand. Hey,
Nurse. How's everybody doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. I was laid up in my bed.
Well, you didn't have to come on, but I just knew we was going to talk about, RuPaul, and if you wanted to come through and just sort of recap it. But I feel like that, so I was just talking about Chi when I was thinking about Chi yesterday, and I was talking about Chi the Vein.
Looks, right?
And right, her runway looks are really what sort of did her in. I mean, she had good, she did have some bad weeks and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like she had the exact same, not the exact same, but a lot of the same issues as far as her runways. And I felt like Kandi kept getting passes this season that in past seasons she just wouldn't have gotten. And I just felt like and then if I wasn't convinced before last night did it for me, because there's no way in the world she was supposed to win that first lip sync.
No,
and not in my opinion.
No.
Not in my opinion. But anyway, so let's go back to the beginning and we can work our way through. So we opened up the reunion with, a musical selection from Mother herself. And I was reminded in that moment that Mother is in her 60s. I don't know about y'all.
Thank you. Yeah. That 1, 2 step in. She looks so stiff. She needs some WD-40 on them joints.
Slide some oil to me.
Come on.
Let it sprinkle down my spine.
A teeny.
But I'm just wondering if she wasn't feeling well, because she just looked like
she was hanging on by a thread. Holding on to God's unchanging hand.
Right.
She was giving you Britney Spears choreo.
Yeah, right. It was very,
She could have just did some cute Mariah point.
Well, you know what? That's what I said in my review. I said she was giving me very Mariah Carey. And for those who understand, if you know, then you got the shade, because she was giving me very Mariah Carey in that moment. But she's Mother, and she's going to always get my respect. She is who she is, okay? So we had that opening number, and then we had 3 runway looks. The first one was the black and white. My favorite out of the first runway look was Simone.
Mine too.
My least favorite was probably Got Mixed.
Really? I love Got Mixed.
I didn't like Got Mixed anything. Thank you.
Thank
you for coming to my segment.
I love that horror thing. I like stuff like that. That's why.
Yeah, I did like Got Mixed.
Well, she would have did really well on the Boulay Brothers.
You know, I never watched that, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch this season.
The Boulay Brothers, they're 2 brothers. They have like a RuPaul
Dragula,
but it's called Dragula. But it's like it's horror thing.
I've never watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's really good. I enjoy it.
Now I have now I did enjoy Got Mixed red look, even though it wasn't all red, it was red and white. But I didn't like
that one was okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't like any of the rest of the looks. I liked Simone's hair and the whole little gimmick with the hair, but I wasn't crazy about Simone's look. I didn't understand Rosé's look. She was like, I'm a tree and I'm blowing in the wind, but you're red. Why are you a red tree, ma'am?
Girl, that's not, you pull that out your ass and it doesn't make any sense, and I want you to look at it.
Hey, Alex, where you been, Alex? Hey, boo. Yeah, I wasn't here. I was so confused. You're a tree blowing in the wind, but it's
girl. No, ma'am.
Oh,
no, ma'am.
Look, I don't.
I would have took you with a spaghetti noodle covered in sauce first before I.
She was hurt though. That's why she was walking like that. She was hurt.
Yeah, Rose?
Yeah, I was like, why is she walking like that?
Yeah, because in her first look, I thought the dress was just too tight. Because I saw her struggling in the first look. I said, "Oh, just too tight."
She has worn a lot of things where she can't move too much.
Yeah.
I was like, why she keep wearing stuff that ain't right for her? But then they said that she was hurt. So,
well, so then we had Kandi whole Banji girl look with the headphones and the boom box.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either, but it just was Kandi. Like, it was nothing.
She needs somebody to she needs a stylist.
Like, I feel like that outfit, I feel like the idea she had for that outfit could have really been a statement. I feel like if Gigi, who clearly is, if she's not doing all of Simone's look, she's damn sure helping.
She's doing it.
I feel like Gigi could have taken that look and turned it into something because it was a cute concept. The whole Banjo girl. I got my boombox. I got my headphones. Like, it was a cute concept. It just didn't go over the hump. It just didn't go far enough or something.
Hell, Evie Oddly could have taken that to another level.
Yeah. It's like she has a vision, but she doesn't have the right people around her to help her make it.
She couldn't have called Gigi Good to help her. Oh no, Simone.
That's not her.
I'm about to say that was never gonna happen.
No shade, but the people in her family, they fashions and Dahlia's fashions is not bad.
But I don't mean no harm. But let's be clear: there are 5,672 seamstresses in the state. Forget state, city of New York. You mean to tell me you couldn't call? Hell, you could have called Nina West. There's so many people.
Listen,
Nina West is she's a seamstress.
Dahlia Sin's biggest fashion moment was she was a broccoli. How was she gonna help her?
Stop. Her Instagram, she has nice fashion. Stop it.
She is a fierce Brock ally. That's it.
That's horrible. And I live for it. Continue.
So anyway, now the last look, which was finale extravaganza. I did like Gottmik's look. I did like her look. To me, it reminded me of very Maleficent.
Yes,
I did like that.
I think it was the Queen.
I thought it was the Queen of Hearts from.
It was Snow White.
Allison. I thought it was Alice in Wonderland.
It was Snow White because of the heart in the middle.
Yeah. But it was. But
it was
Disney.
nice.
It was Disney.
Nice.
Disney, yeah, I liked it.
Yep. It was very good.
I did like Candy's, but Abby didn't like Candy's.
I didn't like this plastic prom crap she had on.
Thank you. That's what I said.
That's everything.
Why would you put that cheap? You had a nice dress, and then you went like, how can I ruin this? And you went and found the cheapest fabric at Party City and wrapped it around the circumference of the dress to fuck it up. Daughter, what is happening?
Child. Then
I don't even remember what Rose had on.
Rose had on the whole Queen of Scotland thing with the boots. Now I like them boots.
I didn't like the piece at the sorry. You heard that?
Yes, Pooh, we heard it.
Oh, Charlotte to talk and it came out. Sorry, excuse me.
I'm mad he said, did y'all hear that? You know good and damn well we heard that.
I didn't know that came deep from your esophagus.
Okay, that came down in the valley deep.
But the girls is naked.
That's right, when the girls get naked, baby.
I am done.
I didn't like the piece at the back. That little white piece she had. To me, she could have do without that. She could have taken that off.
We could have done without Rose the whole
Alex said, "Oh, that was healthy." Alex said, "Oh, that was healthy."
Wow, be nice.
Well, okay, so thank you for joining us, little baby. I know that you watch Ready to Love and RuPaul, so I said, well, let me get little baby up here. Little baby.
Well, I stopped watching RuPaul. That shit got boring. And predictable.
Well, then I don't know why you're here. No, I'm just like I thought you had watched it. My bad. I thought you had watched it.
I know. No, I got tired. I'm like, y'all letting Kandi slide. Y'all letting all these girls slide. Had it been any other drag queens up there, y'all would have ate them up. Y'all letting them slide all the way through. I'm done.
I agree. I mean, I've been saying that about Kandi all season. I'm sorry, I've been saying that all season. Hey, Royal King Forever, how are you? Mwah. So, okay, so we have that. So then we went into the interviews, which I don't care. I don't.
Nah, I just watched them.
Yeah, we got to see their parents. Yay, yada, yada, yada. We had a situation with Jada Essence Hall, who, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, rewind. Simone's final look. Her
that white dress with the first of all, I want
with the dreadlock with the blonde Medusa dreadlock thing working. Oh
the
yeah,
robotic arm was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted that whole metal piece that went on that one side. I want that.
Yeah.
It was very Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, I was here for it. I was absolutely here for it
because I'm that extra.
So we had that, and then we had the lip sync that they did to the Friends song where you gotta have friends.
I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, then
I would have been more impressed if they'd have done lip sync to Who Did Me's Friends than Bette Miller. But I digress.
Then we had the tribute to Chi Devane.
Tears.
Then we finally got to the drag race. I mean the lip sync SmackDown. And we had our first matchup was Kandi versus Rose.
Our first disappointment was that they chose Britney Spears as the featured artist for this
What
finale.
was that about?
But not even that they picked Britney Spears. They picked crappy Britney Spears song. Those probably were the only ones they could afford, but they could have got better songs in her catalog.
Nice. Those are good songs. It's just that a lot of people, because you don't listen to them.
Right. If you are not a Britney Spears stan, you don't know those songs.
Look, I'm over here. Look.
I tried to figure out who the hell you talking to, nephew. You don't get beside yourself. You don't got beside yourself.
But what I'm saying is, if you are not a Britney Spears fan, you don't know the songs. I don't know the songs.
I love my auntie. She's so cute. But what it is because you don't know the. I know those songs, and those are like maybe her newer, but not really new.
And I don't know. Listen,
right? They're new. You don't like
the last Britney Spears song I could probably tell you is "Slave for You." Okay.
Oh my God.
They could have did "Slave for You." They could have did "Toxic." Hit me. Get her.
We don't have the money for "Toxic," but "Toxic" would have been.
Toxic would have been everything because you know one of these raggedy bitches would have came out with a fake.
They could have do "Oops, I Did It Again" too.
Listen,
no,
you can't tell me Kandi Muse wouldn't have had figured out a way to have a schoolgirl uniform on with that same damn wig with the little bows in it. You couldn't tell me.
Yeah, it would have been the same damn outfit. But okay, so Britney was the feature. So all of the songs were Britney songs. So in the first lip sync, Rose had this Rose trench coat thing working with the boots. That it was a tearaway reveal. Here's the thing,
ugly ass outfit.
That was the problem. The problem was what was underneath her reveal. Because I like the little trench coat thing and the boots, but that bodysuit underneath was very, very.
Britney. We like Britney. We just didn't like the songs they chose.
I like Britney. We
just wanted different songs. We just wanted different songs.
I wasn't mad at
Hold It Against Me, something, anything.
But again, you got to remember, I'm old, so.
No, you're not.
We old, Alex.
No, you're not.
We remember when Britney was a Mouseketeer.
Right.
We not.
And let's be clear, I was old then. I was too old to be watching the Mickey Mouse Club when she was on the Mickey Mouse Club. So that should tell you something.
When they tried to black up the Mickey Mouse theme song, talk about Mickey Mouse rock the house. Child girl, go sit down somewhere. No time. You don't remember that? When they started the song, MICKEYMOUSE, and then they dropped the beat. It's like a Mickey Mouse rock the house. A Mickey Mouse. Y'all remember that?
No.
Okay, well,
I didn't have Disney growing up. our satellite was fixed differently. We had to order that channel. My daddy wasn't paying for it.
She said the way her satellite was set up. But anyway, so the first lip sync, and then Kandi Muse had a tearaway into a bodysuit, which the bodysuit
saved that for the second lip sync because
she had a reveal. I forgot.
Yeah, it was a reveal. But here's the thing.
Into that multicolored bodysuit.
Yeah, it was multicolored. And the quiet as kept, it looked like a Nina West bodysuit. Because then it looked like those, like how Nina West be doing those, the pride colors on everything. It did look like a Nina West bodysuit. But here's the thing. The problem is we have seen Kandi Muse in a bodysuit 5,672 times this season. So it's even with that, it still didn't do nothing for me because it was just blah. You feel me?
The way y'all talk, it seemed like I didn't miss anything.
I mean, I enjoyed the show for what it was, but
it was good. It was actually better than the
best finale. But I mean, I do think they did the best they could with it being, you know, COVID at a closed set and stuff. But I just, again, it was a lackluster season. So you could only do what you could do. Overall, it was a lackluster season for me. Anyway, so we
too produced. Too produced.
Very, absolutely too produced.
It's like Housewives.
Well, we ain't even gonna go down that road, Lord. We ain't going down that road. So then we have so that was the first lip sync, and I just knew Rose had won that lip sync, but no. Kandi Muse wins the first lip sync. So then we have Simone against Gottmik. Now listen. It was never even a competition.
True.
From the minute, first of all, Simone came out there looking like
Caroline.
Right, looking like Miss WNBA with the high top fade faux, you know, like wig thing, and she had like the oversized.
You did not say WNBA.
Well, I didn't want to say NBA.
Why would she? I would have took a Kid and Play reference before WNBA. That don't even make no sense.
Because she has the oversized sweatsuit on.
She looked like
Caroline from the Goofy movie. I see where you're going with that. Okay.
Yeah, she had the oversized sweatsuit. It was Laker colors, so that's what kind of made me think like basketball.
She looked like that.
But then she did have on a Timberland, so it might have been more like a b-boy.
That was cool.
1980s. Okay, so I could see that. But when she did her reveal, her outfit was made out of Timberland boots.
That's what won for me.
Everything.
The Timberland boots.
Her concepts are so well thought out.
Yeah.
So her whole outfit was made out of Timberland boots, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I just feel like her lip sync was better than Gottmik. Now Gottmik was giving it to him, but it was just better. Like it just no competition.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had Simone and Kandi lip syncing for the win. Listen, when Simone came out there with that high faux lock situation, I said, well, because she gave us a wig reveal. She also gave us a wig reveal in her first lip sync. I said, well, now Simone she's not a one-trick pony. She ain't gonna do just a regular old wig reveal. I know it's something under that hair. I just don't know what's going on with the hair yet. But when she had the whole confetti thingy come up
looking like a pinata.
Yeah, I said that's what did it for me. After that, I was like, oh, this is over. She
done. Give it a crown.
Yeah. I did like Candy's little white bodysuit though, and she looked cute in it.
Where was she going with that damn flag?
I don't know what that was about.
She could have had, if she revealed into like the Dominican flag on her bodysuit, I would have liked that.
Something. But it was just random. It just was. I mean, I get it. You want to, and I said wrong in my review. I said Puerto Rican instead of Dominican. I'm sorry, y'all. But it was. I mean, it was just random. It was just out of nowhere. You just pulling out flags, just pulling out flags. I don't know. Anyway, so we get to the end, and Simone is the winner. And I must say, even though Abby is on hold, is on mute right now. I must say. Abby told us with her third review after Simone's runway, I think it was either the third or the fourth episode, and she said, let's just crown Simone the winner now and move on to next season. Because Simone was giving it to them all season. Now, she did have a couple of bad weeks. But she never had weeks. I mean, they were never bad to the point where you say, she need to go home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her runways, even her runways that I didn't like as much, were still good runways.
Mm-hmm. Had a concept for each one. She had a concept.
Absolutely, she had a vision, and that's the one thing you could definitely see the influence from a Gigi Good, because Gigi Good had that last.
Always had a concept.
I wasn't a Gigi Good fan, but her runways had concepts. She knew exactly where she was going. They always had a concept, and they were always fully developed thoughts.
Eviali too.
Yeah,
everybody. That's what you gotta go with. It's not like you going on the runway. Oh, it's red. Oh, I'm just gonna wear something red. No, you need to have a concept so Ru could like that thing.
You can't take your finale dress and throw a train on it and then walk out there and think it's okay.
Right. Who was that a read to though? That was Kandi.
Kandi.
Oh,
remember, like, what was that? This was like the third runway. Was she
the train runway?
That train, yeah, that was supposed to be her finale dress.
Also, what got Mick Haddon was not a damn train. That was Cher. The transgender flag thing, that was not a train.
Oh yeah,
they let Got Mick get away with a lot of stuff too.
Absolutely, they did. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, do I think that ultimately the right person won? Yes, but do I think that this shit was produced to hell?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why Kandi was supposed to be in the top 4. Damn,
why?
Every season is produced to hell. It's just that we could see through the cracks were so big this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, we can see you behind the curtain, man. We could see you.
Right. I'm talking to the man behind the curtain. There's no man behind the curtain.
Nigga,
all I know is Tamisha Iman took the season with her. When she left, so did I.
First of all, she had the best dress. The whole season.
She had the best lines. The lady said go home.
That gold dress that she wore.
The lady said go home.
The lady said go home.
The lady said go home.
No,
that took me out.
That was the first best line, but that wasn't her best line. Her best line was when she rolled up on Kandi. That was the best line.
You got one more.
She said, "Who you gonna pop? Because you're not gonna pop me."
Right. Who you gonna pop? You might be getting ready to pop off, but you won't be
popping me. I said, oh. And then she did that slow walk up on her while Kandi was doing all that mouth running. And as she was running at the door. And Lala Ree said, I know this hoe from Atlanta. She liked to fight.
She liked to fight. That was it. When Lala Ree said, listen, I know her. She liked to fight. Like, you making her day right now, ma'am. You're not scaring her.
There's a couple of y'all that I don't care for, but I must commend you on your drag.
Right. She said, yeah, there's a couple of y'all I don't like.
Right. You are one of them. When Kandi said, you talking to me? You are one of them. She said,
you're one of them. Right. Yeah, you. There with the big head. That's you.
If she was bold enough to put that caveat in her statement, what made you think she wasn't bold enough to tell you
that if you was one of the ones she don't like?
That she was a confessional queen. To me, her and Lala.
Listen. Oh, and I got clarity on the situation we were talking about last night over on your place, D. She had to take the video off of her personal YouTube because even though we're talking about Tanisha Iman's song, even though that is Tanisha Iman's original song, she performed it at the reunion. And so that video belongs to World of Wonder. So even though she filmed it, the fact that it was shown as part of the reunion,
it's now property of
it is now property of World of Wonder. Now the song I don't think the song belongs to them,
so she can do another video. She can do another video singing the song and put it on her channel.
Right, because it's her song. A couple of them did original songs. It's her song. But the trade-off is, yes, you got exposure for your song on the reunion, but the trade-off is that produced video belongs to World of Wonder. So that's why I had to come off. Okay. I got some clarity on that. All right. So that was that. So congratulations to Simone. I do believe she deserved to win. I believe she earned that. And
they picked the right one.
Yeah, they did. They definitely picked the right one. I thought they were going to really
girls in order now. 5 black girls.
And I've already seen some tweets with them coming for her.
Racism. Ugh. Isn't it beautiful?
I'm like, wow, really? 24 hours. Ain't even been 24 good hours. Ain't even been 24 good hours. Anyway, moving on. So, Ready to Love came on last night. And my review will be up. I've already watched it and all that.
I don't know what that is.
Do you not want to talk about it because you haven't watched it?
I mean, we've talked about the other episodes and I watched it anyway. So we can talk about it.
Little baby, did you watch it?
I watched it. Oh, I watched it.
Is it gonna make me angry?
No, it ain't even. But I will say this: the double standard that I don't even know if people understand how. So we start off this. Anyway, we have a conversation with Troy and Alicia. Alicia wants to talk to Troy about. So Tommy met with the girls at the beginning of the episode and told them, well, the women, I should say, and said, "I want you to dig deeper. I want you to dig deeper this week when you're going out on your dates. I want you to ask some deep questions. I want you to go beyond the surface. I want you to go into these men's houses." Hey, Natalia, we just got done talking about
Natalia, how you doing?
Drag Race. I want you to go into their homes, see how they living. Dig a little deeper. And so Alicia meets with Troy. Now, Alicia is upset with Troy. Alexis, Lord, thank you.
Alexis, or as I like to call her, aggressive.
Right. Well, this is okay. So this is what's important to understand. So Alexis is talking to Troy about, you told me I was your number one, and you said you was taking me on a trip for my birthday. But it seemed like you told a bunch of the other women the same thing. And
of course he did.
Wait a minute. And it seemed like you told some of the other women that they were your number one too. And
of course he would.
And you
this is classic. It's classic. A man meets you, and within 5 minutes, he's telling you, "Oh, I'm gonna take you on a trip for your birthday. Where you want to go?" Of course, he running the same line on every girl he meet.
Little baby, did you date Troy?
Right.
You seem real aggressive about this whole situation.
No, I'm frustrated because this is so classic.
But that's not even the point. Calm down.
Wait. Let her make the point first, little baby.
Hold on, little baby. I'll let you speak, but let me get to what I'm saying.
But Troy is the one who like to kiss everybody.
Right.
Okay, got you.
So Alexis now she called herself being in her feelings about it because she was like, you said I was your number one, and you told these other women they was your number one, and this, and this, and this, and that. And I'm thinking, right,
the light-skinned one that he was kissing on, right?
No. She the one that's throwing her cooch at everybody. So what I'm saying is right message, wrong messenger, because you have literally made sexual innuendos at least 3 of the men here. So
Alexis is the one that AJ kept saying, "Oh, she's too aggressive. She's too aggressive." Got you. Okay. All right.
My thing is right message. I understand the message, wrong messenger, because you can't get mad at Troy because he doing the same thing you doing, ma'am, because we have seen you throw your cooch at no less than 3 men. Now
that's threw your cooch so hard at one boy, he was like, "Oh, I don't."
Right.
He still is.
So I'm like, how you gonna get mad at him when he doing the same thing you doing? And I really think that we're being unfair to a certain degree. Now, I think Troy went too far though, because you can't be telling everybody that you're number one. I mean, that's what it is. But you are on a dating show. The purpose is for y'all to date other people, get to know other people, and see which one sticks. So yes, you're gonna spend time with other people and kiss other people. They let you kiss them, you go kiss them. He wasn't kissing he wasn't tongue kissing them. He wasn't kissing them all down their throat, but he was
touching bra straps.
I mean, I don't see. Listen, maybe it's. I think Troy is a little forward. No, I'm gonna say that. I feel like he's doing too much. Like I feel like he's like it's like there's being flirty, and then there's you going too far with too many people for my life. I understand this is a dating show and we're talking to different people trying to get to know each other. See, this is why I can't do shit like this, because I am, the Scorpio in me is too territorial for any of this bullshit. Because once I put the mark on you with an M for mine, ain't no talking to other people, ain't no doing this extra shit. Now I see you say the same shit to another bitch.
But
then
see,
that becomes a problem for me.
That's my point. And that is why I'm upset at the women for this. This is classic. Why in the world would you be so upset that he had told 10 other women the same shit? He don't know you. He don't know you. It's game.
That's why I was a little, and then it looks like for the preview for next week, it looks like that becomes an issue again next week, where the women get mad talking about well, I'm not, you're number one, I'm your number one, I'm your number one. I'm like, ma'am, people,
like,
as long as Mr. Dietrich and Tessa is still there, these other fools.
Like, dude thinks you. He has no iota who you are, and he just out the blue. He's so generous. He offering you to take you on a trip. Come on,
girl.
Now.
If you don't know that's game,
come on, now.
Nigga, you just, girl. Do you know how many men I have had offer me?
And y'all bought that. You deserve everything you get.
Even down to the "you're my number one." What is he supposed to like? Let's really be honest. Seriously, is he supposed to tell you, you're really number 4 on my list? There's 3 women in front of you. Like, ain't nobody gonna say that.
Exactly.
Like, so I felt like that was a little. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Troy was creepy, and I wasn't feeling Troy, but I felt like, first of all, the person that decided to have this conversation, I felt like. Right, exactly. See, go and just dismiss him and move on. Like, if you see he running game, just go on. It's literally it is 8 other men there.
Like, as soon as
seven
maybe it's just me and my pessimism, but I don't believe nothing in this life is free. So if a strange man, someone I'm just meeting, says, "Hey, I want to take you on a trip," says, "I want to take you on a trip," and there is no cause for that, immediately in my mind, I'm like, well, this is a line that he's ran on God knows how many other women. This is what he uses. This is what he leads with. It has been successful for him, which is why he continues to use it. And they don't go nowhere. They don't go no damn where.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's a show that I could do either, because I know my personality too. But I don't know. I just felt like we giving this again. Do I think that Troy is a little creepy? Yeah, absolutely. I said that last week, but I just felt like, y'all. Anyway,
and Alexis is too forward. She does throw her cooch in everybody's face.
Why was she talking about when she's on her monthly?
I did not understand that.
And whatever she said must have been raunchy as hell, because you see they didn't even they edited that whole story out.
I think what she was trying to say, if you can walk through mud, then you can. Yeah. I think that's what she was trying to say.
She's trying to say a period don't stop nothing but a sentence?
Yeah. I think she was trying to say that.
But why are we having this conversation?
That's why that child was on the other end of the couch.
Probably because I'm sure that's a topic of conversation. That may have been a topic of conversation.
No, it wasn't. You could tell by his reaction, it came out of nowhere. Like, when you see the episode, you'll see what I'm talking about. He literally was like, what?
He looked like he was ready to slide off that couch.
Right.
Run away.
Like, I want my period. He was like, whoa, what? Whoa. First of all, you know how men are. Men don't, that's not a conversation men like to have. They don't like to talk about. Most men do not enjoy
unless that's the topic at hand. Like, you can't come by because
they were literally sitting on the couch after they had like a group date, and they were sitting on the couch, and she and again, I mean, you could tell it was edited. So whatever, but it wasn't whatever they were talking about. Her coming out with that, it totally threw them off. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was like, what the fuck? Anyway, moving on. So, they having a 50 years of sunny days, celebrating Sesame Street. Anyway, moving on. So, The other thing that I thought was a little unfair in this episode was the situation with was it Ron?
Ron and Chrysanthemum?
David
and Stacey?
David and Stacey. I thought that was a little unfair. So here was the situation with that. They were on a date, and at the end of the date, Stacey was saying they were talking about stuff, and somehow or another it came up about how open, would you feel comfortable sharing, your passwords with your significant other as far as like your, social media stuff or whatever. And she was like, well, no, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. I feel like, that's sort of a red flag for me. Why do you need to be in my stuff? That's my stuff, Mm-hmm. But then when she went back to the girls, the women, when they were deliberating, not only did she bring it back, but she put 10 on 20 because she added bank accounts information and stuff like that. He never said nothing about her bank account.
Yeah.
He was talking about social media stuff. He was talking about, and which I still think, again, I think that's an individual relationship thing.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it means that you're untrustworthy, but I don't think it automatically means that you have to do it either. I think that's a relationship thing. My thing is this. She made it seem like it was a red flag to her, and I don't know, we might need to keep an eye on him because, and I felt like she really blew that up. Now, little baby, maybe you tell me what you think. I felt like she was putting 10 on 20.
That I have to agree. That is relationship to relationship, how you want to define privacy and what you deal as decide to interpret as transparent and secretive and all that stuff like that. I don't believe he was trying to say, when we get in a relationship or we're married, hand over all your passcodes. I'm putting a tracker on your car.
Right.
I don't think he was trying to say that. What he basically said is what he said in the end. He wants to have enough trust in a relationship to where a password isn't an issue.
Right. And I think, again, I know, and like he said, now the one thing I appreciate though is they were like, well, we feel like you bringing your past with you. He said, I am, because my past makes me who I am now.
And that goes to C. Golden's point, which I do. Some things in David, I do like the fact that he is unapologetically vulnerable and truthful about his feelings. That's something that you don't get with a lot of men, especially heterosexual men. It's all about the machismo.
Right.
I'm here for that. I'm also here for the fact that he is serious about wanting to be in a committed relationship and is unapologetic about that.
Right.
But I do see some things where David is so fearful of being hurt again that he has put so many control mechanisms in place to where he's going to mess around and push every potential away from him. And he's never going to get married again. And this is from someone who's having to work on not being so rigid and jaded, having to soften up a bit. Right. And I think this was happening with David. Some things I think he does is too controlling to where he can't even enjoy the experience of the person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I agree. I agree with that. I'm not saying that David is ready to love, but I'm just saying I don't think that should have been I'm glad that wasn't what ended his journey. I won't say who went home because Abby ain't watching yet, but I'm just glad that that's not what ended his journey, because I would have felt bad if that was the reason. Because I feel like now later, as we get further into the season, when you have to start dwindling it down, there might be the minute things that separate you from the next person. But I think right now there are people with so many other glaring situations that I don't think that need to be it. Now I will say this: I think that which is it? Ron which one is Ron? The one that's abstinent?
No, that's Pastor David.
Okay, so David and what's my girl?
Liz.
David and Liz need to just go on and lead a show and go be together, because I don't think they're going to be a match for anybody else, strictly based on the fact that they're both celibate. And they both seem to get along well. They have that connection, that Christian, religious connection, that faith-based connection. They seem to really vibe. And both of them are celibate and they want to wait till marriage. Nobody else on the show does.
Right.
So I just think that is going to eliminate them from really getting to know anybody else, because like AJ said, I was really vibing with her, but yeah, I'm not interested in not having no sex. But I think they will make a cute couple. I mean, I know that that's not the only thing that will make a relationship work, but I think they have a really strong foundation, though.
They're cute together.
Like calls to like. And so, at the beginning, at the mixer, they sat down and had a little praise and worship.
Right, exactly.
So that, listen, the Lord will give you, so that he will put it right in front of your face.
Right. And
right in front of your face.
And I really think that they need to just go on and lead the show and just go work it out.
Why can't they just be together through the show and then win? I don't.
Well, that's true too. I guess that's true too.
And you don't put the people off till they can't win the money. Is there money involved?
Is it money?
They do get paid, but I don't know if it's like a grand prize for like the last standing couples. But they do get a stipend.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, they could stay on the show. I'm not saying they gotta leave, but I'm just saying I don't think that they're gonna be a match for anybody else.
That's good, because then they match together and then they win.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that was Ready to Love. My review will be up, in a little.
How you feel about Joel and Bernisha?
I like both of them. I don't think they're going to end up together, because I think Joel is looking for a woman as much as he's looking for a replacement wife. And I hate to say it like that, but I don't know.
It does kind of feel like that, because he keeps harping on her motherhood skills. And I'm like, you need her for more than that, right?
Right. But even going back to his introduction and the way he talks, I think that he's looking for someone to help him with them kids and to replace his wife. I just really do.
Listen, see, Golden, when he says that, you dig? I don't know what happened.
Yeah. But I think he's a good guy. Like, I think he's a good guy, but I just think that he's there looking for him a replacement wife. And I don't know if she's going to ultimately be it. He want a mama for them kids, child.
Now I see Golden trying to throw her coochie at Joel like she Alexis. What is going on? First of all, that's what he need. He got enough coochie that he can bounce off of. He got a job. He need a mama for them children.
Yeah. Right. But Stacey definitely turned me off. I already was giving her the side eye, but she definitely turned me off with that move. Well, I feel like she put 10 on 20 when it came to David.
Okay.
Make it seem like, I feel like she was just trying to, because you'll see what I'm talking about. In the deliberations, I feel like she was just trying to get some, I feel like she was adding to the sauce to get people to agree with her that maybe he needed to go home.
See, Golden said she got a husband, but she'll think about a brother husband. Child, if I could have brother husbands, Lord, that y'all be angry with me. Y'all have like 4 or 5 of them.
And I don't know if it's me, but I don't see what Chrysanthemum is seeing in Thanos.
Who is Thanos?
I don't see it.
Child like calls to like. There's probably some deep down seated bullshit she got going on.
You know what I think it is? I think Chrysanthemum sees that she can actually run him.
Probably.
Because he had that portrayal that he was the alpha male. Mm-hmm. And I think she picked up on that he really isn't who he says he is. And so she's like, I got your number.
What is that man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, child. My camera went out. I was like, what in the world?
I was like, how's she gonna abandon us right in the middle of her own show? Jesus. I know we entertaining, but geez, you just gonna leave us? Yeah. And little baby is calling some boy Thanos.
Who is Thanos? Who got
the one Chrysanthemum went on a date with?
The one Chrysanthemum went on a date with.
You know what? I didn't even remember who he was. I was like, where'd he come from?
Oh, is that Mr. Potato Head? He didn't go on a date last week. That's why I said it in my review. Then he came out of the blue in the men's deliberation, was talking a lot of junk. I was like, nigga, we ain't seen you this whole episode. What are you talking about? Baby.
What?
I would remember Mr. Potato Head going on a date with somebody.
How do you feel about Chris's date with Alicia, with the lawyer?
Chris, the teacher?
No, the DJ got him last season.
Okay, chocolate.
That date was kind of dry to me. I don't know.
Let me say this about and this is going to come off me. Let me say this about the attorney. Did she sound a little mush mouth to you?
Yes.
I'm like,
yes, she has too many teeth in her mouth. She's got way too many teeth.
I'm gonna need you to enunciate your words, ma'am. You are a whole attorney, and you are like in court every day. I'm gonna need you to enunciate your words. What are we doing here? Oh, her name is Amanda. Why do I just make up names for people? Her name is Amanda. Sorry, but I felt like I really felt like, what is going on? Why is she talking like that? And then we saw her later on at the deliberations, and I was like, no, she really is talking like that. I'm like, don't you talk for a living, ma'am?
It's the way her teeth are set in her mouth.
Like when they started, she said, "This is me fighting for your love." I was like, "Damn,
girl, no, the love is dead. The love don't die." Girl, what you mean? What you mean, daughter? That's not how it works. Daughter. No, ma'am.
Anyway, that was. I mean, I'm that was pretty much that. Like I said, my review will be up give me about an hour after we get off of this live, and we about to talk about Chase in LA, and then we're gonna get up off of here. I invited some of the Justice League to join me, but I guess everybody busy, honey. It's Saturday night. People got stuff to do. They got time to argue in the chat, but they ain't got time to come up here. But anyway. I'm just messing, y'all. I mean, I did invite them, but But D, he hung around. Listen, y'all.
You hung around to talk about Chase in LA with us?
Here's the thing. I took notes, so when I do my review for Ready to Love, I have the names in front of me. I just wasn't looking at the names just now. So I'm gonna have the names right.
And we already know she will mess up a name when taking notes, so it still don't matter.
When she wrote the name down wrong.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We just gonna roll with it. It's an A name.
Wait a minute.
I know who the hell she is.
Let me tell you how much. But let me tell you how much I be loving Little Baby though. Why somebody tried to come for me? I don't even remember what show it was now. Somebody tried to come for me about me getting the names wrong. And I think I responded very polite. And I was like, I'm my bad. I ain't have my notes in front of me or something. Here go Little Baby. Listen, the tribe already know that names is not her ministry. We just roll with it. You knew who she was talking about. I said,
exactly. They know. They know.
She'll be on it most of the time.
I said, why people be having my back? Why people be having my back?
Oh, this is funny too.
Sam Landry will forever be Joe to me.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why she go to say she done wrote the name?
Stop.
Because you're not above doing that. And then swear her out, you right. And then have me screaming at the screen the right name, like you can hear me. Like you can hear me from over here.
Listen, because Abby used to actually put it in, but Abby stopped now. Abby used to actually put it in my comments, and I think Abby like, fuck it, I'm not.
I was like, their name is baby. The name, Jesus. Because you gonna have me confused until I figure out who it is you're talking about. And I'll be like, what the fuck?
And that's what El Teddy says. El Teddy gets mad because he was like, you changed the whole meaning of stuff when you get the names wrong.
It ain't even, the vitriol and whatever it is be there. It just be confusing because I'd be like, who was she talking?
Listen, El Teddy gets so mad, y'all, when I be messing names up. Oh, he gets so mad.
Yeah.
They just be acting dumb. Listen,
we want it to be right.
I know y'all mean well. I do. I don't even
listen. I could get people names. And listen, I will call you something else because I don't know your name.
Well, that's why I used to give people nicknames. Remember, I used to just give everybody a nickname. People got mad at my nicknames. I said, listen, now I don't know what y'all want.
That one boy cussed me out about a nickname. Well, you know, because I couldn't remember his name. He wasn't a part of the show. He was a friend of a friend.
Right.
Who wasn't invited to a party but just showed up and didn't do anything but make a face in the thing. But I just mentioned him as a part of the scenery and I didn't know his name. He got angry with me because I called him Baby Bob. I was like, I don't want to be disrespectful because I do not know your name. So I'm going to refer to you as this because I don't know, baby, I don't know your name. And he was like, well, you stupid bitch. You should.
And then it turns out, I don't even think his name even said or something. So you couldn't have gotten his name?
Chase in LA.
I quit you. Right.
Let's get to Chase in LA. So listen, for those of you who do not watch Chase in LA, Chase in LA, it is a web-based series on the Chase in Reality brand. So if you can find it on YouTube, Chase in Reality, they have a Chase in Atlanta, a Chase in Dallas, and now the new franchise is Chase in LA. So we had episode 2 this week.
It's a lot, baby. It's a whole lot.
I mean, it's no different from the Housewives to me.
Okay, so let's start here. First of all, I would just like to say why. We are on episode 2. This started back in episode 1. We don't even know all the cast members' names yet or what they do. And you bastards is already in the Megadome fighting each other. Just mad and angry. You met this bitch 45 seconds ago and all of a sudden you have an attitude. What is the issue? First of all, boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're not gonna do that. First of all, who raised you to where once you start your pleasantries?
Candle of the day.
Oh, is that what we showing our candles of today?
I mean, my bad.
By Avon, y'all.
Well, this is
by Avon.
Yes, by Avon. You won't get this from Avon, but you know, by Avon. But first of all,
we got candles.
Who raised you to meet someone and say, "Hi, my name is John. What's your name?" And the person tells them your name. "Oh, it's very nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?" "Oh, I'm a drag queen." "Really, drag queen? You don't make much money doing that, do you?"
I don't see it for him.
Me.
And if I hear that Periana thing one more time,
oh my God, say it again.
Oh, you will. You see, he got merch and everything. You are going to hear it.
What is his job?
Well, I mean, he does YouTube, and he's a music producer. We found out.
Okay.
I listen. I'm gonna say this though. Those were the 2 better scenes of the episode. Was the part with Hershey LaCour and him actually apologizing and
I love Hershey.
Wrong. And then the
them
scene
in the studio.
In the studio, yeah. But the beginning and the end, I can't. And you know, I found it interesting, D, that the stuff that offended me, it doesn't seem, and I don't want to be politically correct when I say this, but it seems like a lot of my, gay friends are not as offended as I was.
Because those are their words, and they like to throw them at each other.
Which part are you mostly offended by, though?
Here's what I'm most.
It's the misgender. The one that really gets me. It's not so much that y'all calling each other or whatever. It's the immediate. I am going to immediately misgender you as soon as even if I get an inkling of being.
Right, like there's no build up to it. It's like that. You probably went to the most hurtful thing.
You went right to
right. There was no
gut somebody.
Right. It was like
Sylvia.
Like even when she talked about Sylvia, like even when she talked about the woman's choker and her outfit, that was after she misgendered her. So like you didn't even start with
didn't even start at the low level stuff. You went right to
whoosh. And my problem is this, D. I get it that it's sort of like, black people calling each other nigga versus somebody outside saying it. I get no, wait a minute, hold on. I'm saying I get that. But here's my problem. there's no, I have a problem with how it's being handled. Not so much that these people are saying it to each other, because again, but it's how it's being handled. It's almost like it's being treated as if that's okay. Well, they just had a fight. Let's move on to the next thing. And I'm like, whoa. We need to listen. I need a moment. I need us to have a conversation about you misgendering me. Even the young man with the non-binary, like, let's have a conversation about.
Is his name Fran?
Fran.
Yes.
The nanny.
You were upset about being referred to as a gay boy. Let's have a conversation about it.
Right. But I think and it seems to be like the Fran and Alicia thing kind of cancels each other out, because he felt like she misgendered him, so he misgendered her right back. Not that two wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. I understand that y'all want to cancel that clash. Y'all gonna call it a wash because you felt like she misgendered you misgendered her. I can see how that went for a wash. But when baby girl was like, I guess because she's post-op, she feels like she is on a higher level than the other girl. I don't know if Alicia has had surgery. I don't know. That clearly that's none of my business, and that's none of anybody's business if she don't want to share that. But it makes it feel like there's a hierarchy in the trans community where it's like post-op, pre-op, just starting, only on hormones. Right. How clockable are you? It seems to be the scale that they by which they go by. And so that is, I guess, the be all in, I don't want to say that that's the be all end all in the trans community, but that's what it appears to be on the surface level. So she immediately went to, well, you're a drag queen, you're a man. So what she's saying, you're a man playing at being a woman, which is clearly misgendering this girl.
Right.
Now, I found it infinitely more funny. Not the misgendering thing, I didn't find funny at all. But when she said to that girl, look at you, you got no neck with that choker on. Where's your neck at? Okay. When I say
that's shade.
That sent me to G. Look, I had to listen. That thing took me. I had to lay down and giggle for a good 5 minutes with that. She said, bitch, where your neck? Why you got that choker on? You ain't got no neck. That sent me. The misgendering and the super mean comments, like, it's too much. And I want to know, because in our group chat, there seems to be a difference of opinion on Miss Alicia. First of all, she has resting bitch face. That's one thing that's not in her favor. 2, it seems that she has an attitude to match her resting bitch face. 3, now there may have been on the first episode, there was a mention in the episode of something being said about her in her bathroom. Now, if that caused her to have an attitude, then I understand that completely. She said somebody was in the bathroom talking about her and she overheard it. Because it did not make no sense for the girl to say to you, you're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and for her to give you her ass to kiss after giving you a compliment. It just didn't make no sense. And then when they got to the pole dancing thing, they said Alicia blocked everybody on the cast, but then was talking cash shit about everybody on the cast, calling people cokeheads and all kinds of manners of foolishness on her IG or whatever she did. And that's when the poet boy,
Quan
the poet, was like, let me get you together right quick, because he was triggered by the cokehead comments. Right. What is you drinking?
Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
I'm drinking tea.
Oh, God.
What? That's
lemon ginger tea.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Go ahead, D. Go ahead, baby.
Sorry, I'm Caribbean. But I totally agree with what you guys are saying. Even going to the week, what is it with all of the colorists, the racists, the homophobia, the transphobia? And then all of a sudden, when you get the backlash, you want to apologize then? Why didn't you apologize before?
Okay, there's some editing issues behind.
And that's another thing I want to say. Something's missing.
And that is why I'm like, I don't have too much to say outside of the fact that I'm not in the community, and I understand when things get heated and stuff starts hurling. But it's just so, from what I'm understanding, it's a lot of scuttlebutt that happened behind the scenes, and we have not gotten the whole story.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely some editing because even that scene at the studio, the first half of that scene, they clearly were trying to push a narrative about Jerome and D. Hawkins that didn't make any sense.
Right.
Where's the receipts? We need the receipts.
You showed a clip of an IG live where he's telling you that there's nothing going on, and that was your receipt. Talking about something. Well, he don't admit to it, but clearly, well, then why are we even looking? What?
Why are we even having this conversation?
And that's why I'm like, we've been thrown into a whole windmill, and we don't even know how it got started.
Right. Because even at the table when Alicia said y'all was talking about me in the bathroom.
Where's the receipts?
But not only where the receipts, but my thing is if it happened, what's something?
When did you all meet? What set that off? What we need a progression in a storyline. And I can see what people are saying. Alicia has a resting bitch face. She has a stank attitude. But then at the same time, I don't even know her well enough to even know if she really has a stank attitude or if they've been going back and forth with each other on social media and in text messages, and she just gonna have an attitude wherever she's put in a scene with them because she don't see it for them. We don't know. They haven't told us anything. There has been no character development. We've been thrown into fights.
Go ahead, D. Go ahead, boo.
Also, when they was in the strip thing, to me, I felt like they was just all gang up on Alicia. Something's missing, and I agree with what Hershey said. I'm not saying that she's right because she does seem a bit attitude-ish. But even if I have an issue with somebody and I walk into place, I'm not telling you hi for what? We not talking.
And like Alicia said, because if you saw the clips from when they were dancing, she participated in the class.
Yeah.
She was dancing. She was having herself a good time. Now, I don't know who she talked to or who she interacted with, but she was having herself a good time at her pole, okay? So my thing was, it was like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Like, she was there and she participated. Now, when y'all wanted to have a conversation, her thing was, listen, wasn't nothing resolved from the last time, so I don't really have a whole lot to say. And I'm the same way. If me and you cussed each other out and you went to the lowest denominator, like I'm gonna just make this a race thing for right now, because it can be equivalent. If me and you got into an argument and I became all kinds of black nigga bitches and pickaninnies and but I'm saying, so next time I see you, if there's been no conversation, no resolve, we don't have nothing to talk about.
You can talk to my face because it's coming towards your face at a rapid pace. That's about it.
But I feel like, that's what they did to Alicia. They misgendered her. They called her all kinds of names. Even as she was walking away, they are still yelling at this woman as she's walking away. And then the next time we see each other, I'm supposed to what? What am I supposed to do?
Right. But it seems like everybody is at fault and nobody's admitting that they're at fault. They're blaming everybody else but themselves too.
And then we're not getting no background. We just been hurled into windmills.
Right.
Everybody's windmilling.
Right. And and like you said, and it's funny because the person that started the whole daggone thing was trying to be the peacemaker. King Payne was like, well, I want to work this out. Sir.
You're the captain of the mess ship. What are you talking about? And then what? This would get me. You listen. You prove over and over again that you a messy bitch, and then have the nerve to be like, "Well, I don't like mess."
Yeah, when he
got them damn winter coats on, it's not in LA.
First of all,
it is hot. That has
this was filmed. This what they said. I heard this.
You don't get heat stroke.
This was filmed in November, so it was chilly outside. They said
wear a windbreaker.
Don't do that. I'm not doing it because I felt the same way. Because listen, I hate the cold. Like Fran had on a short sleeve silk shirt with it unbuttoned to his navel. So I don't know exactly how cold it could have been.
I don't think it's that cold. She was out there half naked.
But my thing is this. This my thing. I asked King Payne in my review, how many colors do you have in that coat?
Exactly. That's his signature. That bubble
Because
coat is a part of his
we have
costume.
seen at least
Part of his
3
uniform.
colors. We have seen at
Gonna be
least
part of his signature. You gonna catch
Okay.
heat stroke.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this.
Yeah, wave.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna give it next week. I'm gonna see what we talking about because I was disturbed. Because again, you know, people said it, they said it. It's a reality show. You film what's being said. But again, I think at what point do we resolve and deal with it? And at what point, if we're talking about this is a LGBTQ series, at what point do we let people know, hey, this is not okay? And I get it. I understand that they were talking to each other and it's their language and their insults. I get all of that because I know I can't do it. I'm not even pretending like that. I get that. But as someone who's watching it, I guess I'm just like, all right, now at what point does it seem like we're trying? I don't know. It just disturbed me. It just ain't sit right in my spirit.
Mine either.
It didn't sit right in mine. So I sat back and folded my hands.
Listen, we don't even know. Like, I don't like this. This show is giving me a migraine at this point because why is it all of this at the we don't even know these people. We can't even properly choose a side of who's right and who's wrong because you niggas came out swinging from every corner. The only person that I genuinely like on this cast is Hershey at this point.
I love
Hershey is the only person that I like because he seems to be the only one with any fucking common sense. You bastards and that on this show. First of all, Andre got drunk as a skunk and went the fuck off and called baby girl Missy Elliott. Then we're not gonna do that. Then Missy Elliott got so in your feelings because what you thought you were going to do, because this came off very apparent to me, what you thought you were going to do is you was going to pick on Hershey because you thought Hershey was the weak link, and he paid you dust. He paid you absolute dust in the wind, candles in the wind. Dust in the wind. That's what Hershey gave you. And when you saw that you could not get a rise out of that young man, then you turned on him and was like, well, who in the group don't you see it for? What kind of question is that after knowing somebody for 45 seconds?
Right.
Why would you do if you not messy? Why did you do that?
Right. And again, it begs the question, is that something you were told to do, or were you trying to start some shit? Like, was that something that production said, hey, we want to make sure this conversation is popping, or is that just your natural mess? I don't know. But go ahead, D.
And this is a question for D. Hawkins. How many musicals are you auditioning for? Because in the first one, you auditioning for Grease and Cats at the same goddamn time.
I called him Bondage Catwoman.
And then this week, you giving me Arabian Nights, Arabian Days.
No, he wasn't.
With a touch of Johnny Appleseed.
He was very much auditioning for Cheetah Girls Part 4. Don't do that.
No,
he wanted to be
Johnny Appleseed.
He wanted to be a cheetah girl. Yes, he did. In that cheetah print outfit. Yes, he did.
Looking like a gay Muslim. What is he doing?
Check, please.
Maybe I should have said that.
And on that note, oh my God.
Where you get your fashion from? Kandi Muse? Kandi Muse done dressed him.
Nope. Oh, come get me, Jesus. I'm ready. Oh, they gave me.
And on that note, I got a real quick unboxing of this drink. And this is just some Avon that I bought, but you know I
buy Avon, y'all. Go over there and get that skin so soft. I can't put the link in the chat. Google hating.
It's your fashions.
Remember, I told y'all that Skin So Soft was on sale. So we got some Skin So Soft. We got the oil, and we got shower gel.
We not gonna speed past this down Avon Street like he didn't just say this boy is dressed like a gay.
Nope. Nope. I got a regular. I'm just gonna keep on going. Nope. We got a regular gel.
Not Avon.
I thought it was something else in here, but I guess it's not. Okay. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
Avon.
listen, you got the regular Skinsel. I'm just gonna go, y'all. You got the regular Skinsel soft oil, and then you have the shower gel, which is a little thicker. It's a little thicker. Okay. I am Furious Citizen. I am trying so hard.
Really, B? Are those great Mother's Day gifts?
These are great Mother's Day. They're great.
I get hot.
Yeah, good job.
He said I can't no
Stop.
Oh, I'm going to pray for you tomorrow on the
Hey,
altar
Curvixen.
so hard.
Hey, Curvixen.
Hey, Curvixen.
Y'all go get some Avon, please. Y'all
Go get your Avon.
go get y'all Avon. Y'all are entertained. Go get you some
Oh
Avon.
got
my
no torch in it.
God. Oh my God.
I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this.
Oh God.
Hey, Curvixen. Hey, boo. Well, we have been on here for almost 2 hours, y'all.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting off of here. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much. It's me, Dee. Thank you so much, little baby. Thank you so much, Abby, for being here. Yes, Arabia Night. Yes. Oh, thank you, Convixen. Convixen said she got her Avon order yesterday.
That's the first thing. Let me stop. I'm not doing no. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, that is right up there with boop, 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 boop. Oh God.
L Love, yes, the gel is thick. It's a thick consistency. Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Try the gel. What are you?
You're not gonna
Good night, y'all. I can't. Good night. Good night. So yeah, get you some.
Boats and hoes.
I see y'all later.